Olivier, there are pancakes. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Welcome to America. It is 09:26 hours. Time to get your ass out of bed.
Okay.
Alright. Good morning, sunshine! This is a beautiful sunshiny day and we're going to kick ass!
Yeah, right.
You ready to rock?
Hell yeah.
Alright. Hey there guys, welcome to today's Captain's Blog. It is 11:57 hours and I'm here at the new Geek House 7 project, which we don't officially own yet, but with any luck we could by this week. So I'm here to hang out with the insurance dude and we gotta look at some stuff, but I figured I'd share some interesting imagery with you guys and show you some of the cool antique ceiling that we're gonna be removing from here. So let's take a look. I'll tilt this back a bit. Let's take a look up here. Here's one of the old light fixtures. That's water damage, it's all going to get redone. This is old antique tin ceiling. There, we'll, let's take a look right up over here. Look at this. That's a neat corner. There's one of the outside corners. All that's going to come out. Here's one of the vents. There's that, which is probably an old chimney feed. Because you back up and you can see that's a chimney of some sort. There's one over there. There's two more over there. Got the old Resner heater. That's quality workmanship. That's all coming out. There's another vent up here in this chimney. You can see the other one has a cap, but this one here has got a duct in it. There's another one over here. The breaker box is relatively new. It's a Siemens style. I don't like Siemens. I like, I'm a square D guy myself. And over here, could be a kitchen someday. When, if we ever close on the property, it'll be the kitchen back over there. The basement's really scary and the lights don't work down there, so I'm not even gonna bother showing you that right now. Check it out, old gas light fittings. Oh, wasp. Let's torment the wasp. And the giant death spider is still here. So, yeah, there's a bit of a look around. All not really much to see. It's pretty much just a big empty room, but give it time, it'll get better. Turn into something cool, but all this is coming out. The ceiling's coming out, that's gonna get salvaged. The floor's coming out, and that's gonna get burned. It's shit. It's shit, but it's shit with potential. It's got potential to be awesome shit. So yeah, it'll be cool shit when we're done. We're gonna go from shit to cool shit. That's my plan. First time in my life ever owned my own house. It's gonna be a trip. Been looking at this for 6 months now, trying to close this deal. It's going to be neat we get done. Alright guys, a little quick lesson in masking, because we're doing a lot of painting throughout the building. As you mask, whenever you see little fuzzies or just, shit on the wall, just rub it, get it off, because when you paint over it, paint may not stick to it right, or the paint may stick to it and then it'll come off later and you get a maroon spot on the door. But here's a couple tips on masking. We're masking a door, so you can tell that the two previous people that painted this door, green and then maroon, didn't really bother with masking. So here's what they should have done. Because I've had a couple guys who are like, I don't know how to mask doorknobs. Get a manageable size piece of tape. Hold the tape like this, flat to the door. Just like that. And then come right around. And you're pulling on the tape. Okay, that's an important thing to remember, is you're actually pulling on the tape. You go all the way around the knob, like that. And then scrunch it together. Push it flat, like that. Grab another little piece of tape. That covers the front. Go past a little bit. Tear that off. Alright. Masking doesn't have to be pretty. Masking isn't permanent. Also, with the little trails of masking you get left over, you can use that to get the dust out down here where we're going to have to mask next. And I'll show you a really good way to do small windows. For big windows, anything more than just a couple pieces of tape, you want to use a piece of paper. I do a double border of tape and then paper on top. But for this one, we'll just do tape. But I want to do this knob first. Place to hang there. Okay. It takes a little practice to do this and get a good sharp line. Like the first time you do it, you might not get all the way to the door, or you might curve up onto the door a little bit like I did here, but I'll show you how to clean that up in a second. So, it's not rocket science. You can do this. Of course, for a living, I tell you that you can do rocket science and how. So, I may be a little biased. Tape is cheap, use lots of it. And remember, we're painting with high pressure paint sprayer, so you gotta get stuff really sealed, all the nooks and crannies. Now, we got a little bit hairy over here, so we just come around and cut that on a line. Don't worry about scratching a door, because really the door's a piece of shit anyway, so nobody really cares. You just cut that back, peel it out. Try and get as good a line as you can. It's the little detail work like this that separates a guy who's just painting a door from a guy who actually gives a shit about it. The difference between amateur and artisan is usually an extra half hour of work at the end. Alright, now for this. That's our length, okay? Set it at the top. Now this, I'm still floating out, okay, but you get your line, so you're plumb, and then press that and crease it in with your thumb up at the top. Come down about halfway, get that, and then set your line. and then pop it at the bottom. Right down. Nice clean line. Now this window actually bows out a little bit at the bottom, but we'll clean it up with a second piece of tape later. Good line at the top. You want to have a little bit of overlap. You don't need a lot, because the more overlap you have is the more wasted tape you have. But you got to have a little bit, like an 1/8 inch to a 1/4 inch of overlap is totally acceptable. You just, I didn't like that. Go all the way down, and then set it with your thumbnail. Let's just lather, rinse, repeat. A little bit of overlap. Boom. Doesn't have to be ruler straight, just has to cover the one next to it. And our last one, you can see we're in and out a little bit. Put that right up in there. All the way down. Clean, nice. It all ends up in razor blades no matter what you do though. You either spend a little bit of time with a razor blade at this stage, getting these trimmed and nice and perfect. You spend a hell of a lot of time with a razor blade at the end, scraping the glass off. It's your choice, but it all ends in razor blades. Alright, so we've got our edges. Now we want to paint this, but not paint that. So grab our happy little utility knife. Get right in that corner. Go right across. There you go. Beautiful, clean, straight lines. And now, if you ever use the men's room in the basement of the Geek Group's Leonard Street Labs, you've seen how the door was masked. We shared that little moment. We've had this together, this sharing, this love. We'll be back later with more sharing and love after I answer the phone.
Here at the Geek Group, we've invented a new fundraising strategy. You can now purchase impressively tiny coins we've compressed using high-energy magnetism. We induce a current pulse of 100,000 amps into a copper wire coiled around a golden dollar, dime, or quarter, producing very powerful opposing magnetic fields that compress a quarter to the diameter of a dime, which you then receive in a lovely commemorative package along with the satisfaction that can only come from helping the Geek Group build our endowment, which in turn will allow us to put membership fees, donations, and sponsorships towards furthering the organization rather than just maintaining it. Carry a lightning bolt in your pocket, available at thegeekgroup.org.
I learned how to run a machine shop.
Set up an enterprise-level server.
Program 9-foot robots.
Make lightning!
Edit video.
I'm building a radio station.
Light bulb terrarium.
A high-performance electric car.
I'm a CNC geek.
Computer geek!
Robot geek.
Physics geek!
AV geek.
I'm a radio geek.
Craft geek.
Car buff.
No matter what kind of geek you are, we've got a place for you here at the Geek Group. Come join us. We build awesome.